Ladies and gentlemen, this is the latest Washington Examiner article. This is all heating up, and this is going to serve as the basis for numerous impeachments. The Democratic Party and media would never allow all of this to take place with Trump, Jared Kushner, Eric Trump, Donald Trump Jr. Never in a million years. The duplicity and the disingenuous nature of journalism in our country and of politics is unbelievable. The hypocrisy is unbelievable. I mean, you can see it with the Supreme Court. They're pontificating over these preaching and sermons about democracy and oh my God, the rule of law, the rule of law. And then the Supreme Court decides on a landmark case, oh my God, abolish the Supreme Court. Anyway, we see it everywhere. The hypocrisy is rampant and it's just unbelievable. But Washington Examiner see it. Hunter Biden responds to revelation Joe unwittingly helped fund let's just say ladies of the night, okay? Or ladies that do perform a specific work, do certain type of work. Hunter responded bluntly to the revelation his father apparently unknowingly helped finance his escapades with Russia-linked workers who engage in, certain work, desired by men since biblical times. The Washington Examiner reported records Monday morning from a copy of Hunter's abandoned laptop showing that President Joe Biden apparently unwittingly financed his son's participation in a ring, a business or organization tied to, we'll say, the Kremlin that provides this service. Wow. Joe unwittingly helped finance Hunter's trysts with these people. Minutes after the report was published, Hunter emailed, quote, "What's wrong with you?" Okay, so that's his response. What's wrong with you? The Washington Examiner provided Hunter's representative several days to address the report before publication, but never received a response. The report detailed how Hunter spent over $30,000 on these ladies, many of whom were linked to a .ru email address and worked with an exclusive model agency. From November 2018 to March 2019, $30,000, okay. He managed to do so thanks in part to Joe committing to wiring him a total of $100,000 to pay his bills from December 2018 to 2019. In one instance, Joe wired his son $5,000 while Hunter was actively engaged with one of the models. In another text indicate Hunter convinced his father to wire him $20,000 to finance his stay in a New York City rehab program that he never checked into. Well, that was okay. There was no suggestion in these messages that Joe knew what his son was spending his support payments on. So now, I don't really care about. I don't care about the money that Joe is giving Hunter. It is, you could say, criminal. You can also make a case for the morality aspect or the lack thereof, but I'm not really worried about him paying for that. I'm worried about the pillow talk or the fact that you have the son of the vice president and president engaging in this activity, which makes him a human walking national security obstacle, issue, dilemma. This is a national security dilemma. This is why you have people, there's an example, there's been accusations of Eric Swalwell, for example, Democrat. There's accusations that he had a romantic relationship with someone linked to another country. There's Dianne Feinstein, who had a driver linked to another country in terms of espionage. Same with the Swalwell episode. I'm speaking in roundabout terms for a reason. But I'll be doing a live stream tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So be here for the live stream. We're going to talk about everything from the economy to Joe's impeachment to the Supreme Court to a whole bunch of things. So be here for the live stream tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And subscribe to this channel, the Stock Market Crash channel, and the Bitcoin Crash to 10,000 or lower channel. And if you want to support my work, my Patreon is below. And ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy this segment, a super thanks is below, next to the like and the share buttons. But ladies and gentlemen, this is very, very interesting for a number of reasons. You not only have Joe acknowledging that his son was engaged in business activities that were essentially pay-to-play schemes, quid pro quo schemes. That's in the segment prior to this one, okay? So not only do you have that acknowledgement, which he lied about, so you have Joe lying to the American people about what was a business relationship utilizing the United States government as a carrot, as an incentive to do business. So, I mean, you have Joe forcing out a prosecutor and Hunter stating, Hunter's email stating, how can you use your influence on the company's behalf? I mean, it's right there. It's right. Like, that's more of a direct link than anything they ever had with Trump and Russia and any banking issue. And I mean, everything was just an absurd leap of logic with Trump. Well, a Steele dossier that Clinton purchased literally said he did this, so let's investigate him. Trump never purchased any accusations against Joe or Hunter. Trump never purchased any accusations against them. The accusations against them are actually within their own voicemails, their own emails, their own money trail, their own business activity. Suspicion is what has investigated Trump, but suspicion can't be used to investigate Joe or Hunter or anyone on the Democratic Party side. Okay? And there's a reason that Bill and Hillary and their foundation, they get money from the entire planet. There's a reason that Hunter does business with the entire planet. It's not because of their business acumen or knowledge. It's because they have access to the United States government. And whereas you cannot prove that President Obama didn't veto the sale because of money into the foundation, that's a closer link or a greater link than a dossier or than George Papadopoulos and him being set up with Alexander Downer. And Alexander Downer saying, oh yeah, a Trump official knew a whole lot about the emails or Clinton's emails or the DNC hack, which interestingly enough showed that Bernie Sanders was cheated, and had there been a fair primary and Democrats rolled with him, he would have actually at that moment in time defeated Trump. He would have won Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. And I say this as a supporter of Trump, but I used to be the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post. And I used to be the unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters, according to the Washington Post. But see, they always do this to themselves. They revel in the corruption. Their whole line is, their whole motto is, you can't prove corruption on our side, while leveling endless accusations at their opponents with the flimsiest, the thinnest of suspicions. You cannot, if you are leveling, if you're leveling an accusation at your political opponent and you don't have the emails, the money trail, the shady businesses or foundations, okay, but what do they have on Trump? A dossier that Clinton purchased. What do Trump and Republicans have on Hunter? Emails, voicemails, money trail. Joe now lying about numerous things, especially his business dealings. So, this is it's right there within the actual evidence. That's called evidence. When Democrats claim they have evidence on Trump, they don't. This is actual evidence, not just for impeachment, but also for a criminal trial. You cannot use the United States government as a way to enrich yourself. And that's what Democrats have been doing. Now, again, I want a Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump 2024. I know that Madam Secretary and Bill have almost certainly, Hillary for sure, committed crimes with top secret intelligence on private servers. But we need to do 2016 over again because they still haven't come to terms with it. 2016 has to be redone all over again. So I want a Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump 2024, or Hillary DeSantis 2024. Anyway, hit subscribe to this channel right now. Yet another revelation pertaining to Joe and Hunter. It's unbelievable.